All right, we are going to do another class showcase here. So again, these are very early. I'm only level 1. I think I'm level 5 on the Shadow Strix, which is like a rogue. But all the other classes, I'm only level 1, so I'm not going to have everything unlocked. But I wanted to give people who can't play the game or don't have access to it right now, I wanted to give them a bit of insight into each class to kind of make decisions. So you can maybe jump right in when you actually do get access and you don't have to spend too much time going through everything. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump into the training for now, and we'll go over the basic abilities we have here. Oops. I really hope they add some control rebinding so I stop fat fingering everything. But yeah, so we are the Blackarrow, which is basically the ranger type class, the ranged bow and arrow type class. Now we have a bunch of different abilities here. So we have weapon skills, and then we have weapon skills, and then we have different arrow types. So we can switch between different arrows. So we have the steel arrow, which is a fine steel arrow, deals higher physical damage than regular arrows on hit. Then we have concussive arrows, storm imbued rune arrowheads burst into airwaves on hit, dealing physical damage to enemies in range while knocking them back. Now each arrow, this might change with talents and stuff, which we'll get to eventually. Each arrow you have 3 arrows available. You have to shoot all 3 of them before they'll go on cooldown and charge back up. So I'll show you that in a sec. Actually, I'll just show you that now before we get into the other stuff. So you can see I have 3 of each arrow there on my Z and my X. So if I hit my Z, we're going to pull out the steel arrows. See, these are the ones that do more. Oops. Fat fingering. These are the ones that do more physical damage. Actually, what it seems like is if you stay with those arrows, just giving it a sec to see if it auto goes on cooldown. No. So if you stay with those arrows equipped, you do have to shoot all 3 before you get them back on cooldown. But it seems like you can shoot 1, switch off of it, and it'll go on cooldown too. So worth noting. All right, and then we have the concussive arrows as well. So these are the ones that have a little bit of a knockback to them. This switches us back to our normal arrows. So yeah, pretty simple there. Just kind of utility arrows, which is cool. Super off topic, super different type of game, but it kind of reminds me of, forget what it's called. It was like a DC card game called, like, I forget it. You had like two DC heroes. Anyway, there was a Green Arrow deck, and basically had all kinds of different utility arrows, which was kind of cool. Kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, kind of cool. Different utility arrows for different situations. Either just doing more damage or knocking back. There might even be more arrows once we get into the talents, which I fully haven't looked at yet, but we'll see when we get out there. But yeah, kind of cool. Now in terms of our actual skills, we got Sky Piercer. Blackarrow fully draws the bow and fires a powerful arrow in a straight line towards the crosshairs, dealing physical damage on hit. And then we've got Scattershot. If you've played Dark and Darker, probably going to be very familiar. Blackarrow fires 7 arrows. Dark and Darker only fires 5 arrows, I'm pretty sure. Well, 7 is 2 better than Dark and Darker. Fires 7 arrows simultaneously, dealing physical damage to enemies on hit and knocking them back. So we'll start off with the Sky Piercer. If I can find the button, there we go. So it does a charge up. Now, once you start that train, it's just gonna go. So I'm not touching it. It's just gonna go. So you basically just press that button. Jesus takes the wheel and you aim it a little bit. And that's about it. Yeah, does some pretty solid damage. Actually, does it do that much more damage? Yeah, it does quite a bit more damage actually than a normal shot. And that's the specialty arrows too. I feel like these don't do that much more. Okay, now it's we were probably at the out of range. We were a bit beyond the what was it? The can't even think of the word, but the effective range. That's it. And then we got the scatter shot, which I feel like unless you got it right in their stomach, you're not gonna hit too much. But it does have a knockback, so I guess if you're like trying to hold a doorway or something, you can potentially keep them back that way. It doesn't seem like it has a very long range either. So yeah, either way, that's basically it. Shooting these guys is so funny. So you can do charge shots as well. I should point that out. You can see a little spark or a little whatever on my hand there. That's your like perfect draw, I suppose. And I assume you're going to do more damage that way. Yeah. I don't know if you can overcharge it. You will eventually. Your arm shakes and then it will shoot on its own. So you can't hold it forever. But yeah, you do have that perfect charge, kind of perfect draw kind of range. So yeah, pretty simple there. You're a guy with a bow that shoots some arrows and basically it. So pop back out here and look at some of the other abilities. So again, I'm only level 1, so there's stuff I don't have unlocked. Level 12. Level 12 seems to be the max. 11 there, yeah. So level 12 is where you max out everything. Again, I don't even know what the max level is. But yeah, so we got all kinds of different archers. I was reading archer. All kinds of different arrows. And at level 7, you unlock your 3rd arrow. So you got lots of buttons you got to press for these guys to swap your arrows around. I really hope they get key rebinding in very soon. So we start off in the archer category, which is our steel arrows, and then we go into lightning arrows. Arrows wrapped in lightning deal physical damage on hit and generate a lightning chain, linking nearby enemies and dealing physical damage. Each enemy can only be linked by the lightning chain once. So I guess it like hits the first one and then just the arrow stays in that first one and then it just like zaps out some chain lightning from there. Again, we don't know what the distance is or anything like that. Yeah, a little bit of an AoE arrow in a sense. Barbed arrow. Barbed metal arrows deal physical damage on hit. For a period of time, enemies take additional physical damage based on their movement distance. That is such a common type ability where what is it called? I'm trying to think of it. We just had that added to Dungeonborn somewhat recently. The warrior skill that when you hit them, basically makes them bleed as they're moving. Pretty common ability we've seen in many games before. So yeah, kind of cool. Bloodfly arrow. The arrowheads are coated with mysterious corrupted blood to attract blood flies. Bloodfly arrows deal physical damage on hit. The flies stay on the enemy, then explode, dealing more physical damage. While the blood flies are present, each time the enemy's health is reduced, the final explosion's physical damage increases. Interesting. So I don't know how long. So he got 5 extra arrows in there, right? Hold on. The first arrow, 1, 2, 3, 4 extra arrows in. The 4th one now. Oh, so I don't know. So it says the flies stay on the enemy, then explode, dealing more physical damage. While the flies are present, each time the enemy's health is reduced, the final explosion's physical damage increases. So I assume that final explosion right there. So each time you hit it, you're building that up. I don't know if each time you hit it, Oh, I guess it's just one explosion, right? Yeah, it's not like little individual flies explode. But yeah, I don't know if it's I would assume it's a time thing. I would assume after a set amount of time it explodes and deals that damage, and within that time you have time to like hit him a bunch more to increase that final explosion's damage. I would assume it's as long as their health is being reduced, I would assume like your teammates and stuff can contribute to that as well. So that seems pretty decent depending on how much damage it is. Moving on to the Hunter arrows, which starts with our concussive one. Sonic arrow. Specially structured arrows emit sound waves from the ring on impact, putting enemies in an exposed state for a period of time. Limited uses per match. So very similar to the sorcerer thing, where they can kind of reveal enemies in a large area. It exposes them. Kind of have the same thing with the arrows here, and it does seem to go through walls too, because he shot that wall and it revealed the enemy on the other side. So basically a sonar arrow. Spore arrow. Arrowheads coated with mushroom spores plant a mushroom when hitting terrain, which eventually grows into a trap. It bursts and poisons enemies when touched or attacked, dealing continuous physical damage. The mushroom trap collapses after existing for some time. Spore arrows deal physical damage, but don't plant a mushroom. The arrows can be charged multiple times. I don't know what that means necessarily, the charged part. But yeah, it looks like if you just shoot them with the spore arrows, it doesn't do anything. You actually have to put it into the ground. That's kind of cool. Paralysis arrow. Arrowheads covered by medicinal plants release a medicinal mist in a small area upon hitting terrain or characters. Enemies in the mist cannot automatically recover energy over a period of time. When enemies are exhausted state, their energy recovery speed is reduced. Direct hits deal physical damage. Okay, so it's just an energy reduction kind of arrow. I honestly thought there was going to be like more slowing stuff. With how much slow the sorcerer had, I'm kind of surprised. All right, moving on to our skills. So you unlock your right click at level 5. Rapid arrows. After using the skill, a black arrow enters volley state, allowing you to hold a left mouse button to rapidly fire up to 5 arrows for a certain duration, dealing physical damage. And then during the volley, shooting does not reduce movement speed. Dodging removes volley. Okay, so you can actually move while you're doing that. So that could be a good combo with the bloodfly arrows, right? Because you want to put more damage into them. I mean, any damage is good, right? It's not like you have to do X amount of hits within a certain amount of time, right? It's just you want to reduce their health as much as possible. Predator's Sense. Blackarrow uses a secret herbal mixture to sniff out nearby enemies. Activated at intervals. Each time an enemy player is within range, a temporary scent trail pointing to that enemy is generated. The closer an enemy is to the black arrow, the more blood red the scent trail looks. Limited uses per match. It kind of was something I suggested with Dungeonborn for the Druid Panther form, being able to see through walls. I suggested some kind of like scent trail instead. Little different than the scent trail I had in mind, but it gives the old mixture a little sniff and then can track stuff down. That's interesting. All right, moving on to Shadow Step. After using the skill, Black Arrow enters stealth for a period of time. Man, everybody's got stealth. For a period of time, you can use the skill again to re-enter stealth. You can do this up to 3 times. Each stealth entry increases movement speed briefly. Ignore collision with characters while in stealth. Okay, a bit of an escape. Impact grenade. Hold to aim and throw an impact grenade, which detonates after a period or when using this. Wait, what? That's not how an impact grenade works. Wait, what? That's not an impact grenade. An impact grenade detonates on impact, not after a set time. Whatever, not a big deal. The explosion deals physical damage to enemies in range and knocks back all units in the area. Knockback distance increases with proximity to the grenade. Okay. Frostblight bomb. Hold to aim and throw a frostblight bomb. It detonates after a delay upon hitting terrain. See, now that is an impact grenade. Upon hitting terrain or characters, freezing enemies within range for a period of time. Okay, there's the slow freeze stuff I was wondering about. Okay. Cool. All right, now, well, it was pretty meaty on the sorcerer. We'll see how it is here. Yeah, it's pretty meaty here too. All right, so we're getting into the talents now. So again, as I said in my other video and will say in my other videos, I don't know what the max level is. I don't know the max amount of talent points yet. Once I figure all that out, we'll probably do an updated video. But I have to go through all these characters, try and level them all up to be able to unlock this stuff. So it's going to take some time. Just wanted to get a bit of an initial video out to start though. So starting off with Swift Shot here, we got tactical adjustments, increases movement speed when drawing the bow. Seems pretty good. Pursuer, after hitting an enemy with a shot, increases movement speed for a short. I like movement speed, yeah. Increases charging speed for shooting. I assume that's like your draw speed, right? So all those seem great. Moving on to Nimble Evade. I still don't know what like these sparkly trails are or these little star things here are or anything. Leverage, reduces energy spent when using dodge shot. Wait, what was dodge shot? What the hell is dodge shot? Oh, you know what? I never actually did it. There is a dodge that I didn't realize you could shoot while doing it. Hold on, I'm gonna go jump in real quick. Oh, damn it, fat finger. Wait. Okay, never mind. I have no idea. I have no idea what a dodge shot is. Reduces energy spent when using dodge shot. Am I blind? I have no idea. I don't know what dodge shot is, so maybe don't take that talent because it might not do anything. Oh, there's dodge shot. Why didn't you tell me that? Oh, maybe you have to start down here and then go up. You have to like get this to then get this. Oh, okay. Change dodge. Okay, this makes way more sense now. Change dodge into a special dodge and unlock dodge shot. Dodge shot, shoot immediately after dodging, but consume additional energy. Quickly firing the currently loaded, fully charged arrow. Okay, so again, normally when you have to do the draw to charge, right? And then you have that fully charged state. Shoot immediately after dodging, but consume additional energy. Quickly fire. I don't know if it like automatically shoots at like the nearest target or something, or... Okay, so I think how it works is you dodge, and then normally you'd go and do the draw to shoot an arrow, but instead, you shoot instantly without having to do the draw. I think that's what that's all about. And then this reduces the energy spent. Okay. All right, we're gonna start at the bottom from now on, I guess. Aerial can shoot while in the air. Okay, so just start doing some jump trick shots. Sweet. High ground increases physical damage when in the air. Okay, so now you want you're gonna see so many archers just like jumping around in fights. It's gonna look kind of goofy, I think. Oh god. Okay. Battle hardened. Archer's focus. Increase the damage multiplier dealt by fully drawn shots when carrying at least 2 archer arrows. Why would you ever... So I don't know what they mean by carrying. I don't know if you have to have them, like, you know how you have 3 of each. I don't know if it means you have to have at least 2 available, or if they just mean carrying 3. Like, why would you not, or carrying 2? Why would you ever just not have any? I don't think there's a disadvantage to having 3 arrows here, so I don't know why you'd ever not just have them. Yeah, there you go. It seems like a good one then. Increases the damage multiplier on fully drawn shots. Inspire. Hitting an enemy with a fully drawn bow recovers energy. If it hits an enemy player, it recovers additional energy. Effortless strength. Reduce the energy cost of drawing the bow. Got lots of stuff there. If you're just slinging arrows, these seem great to take. Hunter's focus increases the skill cooldown speed when carrying at least 2 hunter arrows. Again, I don't know why you'd ever not be carrying at least 2. Battle fed. After hitting an enemy player with a shot, reduce the remaining cooldown of all skills. Seems great. Lasting pain increases the duration of debuffs inflicted by you. So, lots of different stuff, I guess. I don't know if poisons... I don't think poisons was counted as a debuff. But yeah, you've got different stuff in here, like your freezing and your... I can't really increase the duration of a knockback, but yeah, you got some stuff in there. Okay. Moving on to Archer's Arrow Enchantment 1. Lightning Spread increases the chain lightning range of the lightning generated by a fully drawn lightning arrow. Impale increases the effective range of fully drawn steel arrows, penetrating 1 unit. That seems pretty good. Archer's Arrow Enhancements 2. Laceration. Enemies hit by a fully drawn barbed arrow will be dazed, which is a stun. Right? Yeah. Units cannot move or attack. Will be dazed for a period of time if their total displacement exceeds a certain distance before the barbed arrow effect ends. Oh, okay. So I think what that means is if, let's say the barbed arrow would last for 10 meters. Somebody running at their normal speed could run 10 meters before that barbed arrow expires. Now there's a certain distance, let's say it's 5 meters. So if they pass 5 meters while barbed, they'll get stunned at the end of it. So that seems pretty good too. Gluttonous Blood Feast. Fully drawn bloodfly arrows extend the duration of bloodflies after hitting. Okay. So it gives you more time to hit them and reduce their health more to make that final explosion do a bit more. Seems pretty good. Powerful Scatter Shot. Scatter Shot knocks back and dazes, which again is the stun. Can attack or move. If they are obstructed in the process. I don't know what that means. Because like you're not going to be hitting something that's obstructed, right? You're not going to be able to see them to hit them if they're obstructed by something. You're going to hit the thing that's obstructing them. So I don't fully know what that means. Sadly, that's not a keyword. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what that means. I'll have to come back to that at some point. Unstoppable Edge. Sky Piercer ignores block and perfect block, penetrating up to 5 units. Oh, damn. That was the big charge shot. Wound Accumulation. Rapid arrows increase the damage multiplier with each hit on the same enemy. Seems pretty good. Hunter's Arrow Enhancement 1. Increases the sonic range of the sonic arrow. Okay. Lingering. Spore arrows, poison mist persists for a period of time after the mushroom explosion. Okay, so when they first step on it, they get hit by it, and then their teammates could potentially walk through it afterwards. Neurotoxin. Paralysis arrows, medicinal mist reduces enemy players' energy. Okay. Astound. Concussive arrow reduces enemy movement speed for a period of time. Seems good. First strike. Interrupting shadow step stealth delays visibility. Okay. Multiple sense. Predator's sense distinguishes sense from different teams, detecting the closest enemy player to the black arrow and generating a scent trail. I don't know how it's going to distinguish the different teams. Because, like, I'm pretty sure it's just detecting the closest enemy anyway, right? Each time an enemy player is within range, a temporary scent trail pointing to that enemy is generated. Closer an enemy is to the player, more blood red the scent trail looks. Limited uses per match. I don't know. Maybe if, like, there's multiple enemies, there's multiple trails or something, where, and with this talent, it kind of hones in. Or was it next page? Where the heck was it? Here. Yeah, so, like, let's say there's multiple teams. You might get like a ton of scent trails, but this hones it in on the closest target. I don't know, because that doesn't necessarily distinguish the different teams, right? Because, like, let's say there's 2 teams of 3 and one of them gets away and gets in behind this team or something. How's it going to distinguish that one guy from the other 3 on that team? I don't know. Again, lots of stuff we'd have to test and see how it goes. Sticky bomb. Impact grenade can stick to characters and the environment. Man, this impact grenade is very not impacty. Now it sticks and then detonates. Cold infusion. Frostbite bomb creates a slowing zone during its delay phase, reducing enemies' movement speed until explosion. Slow effect persists for a period of time. Yeah, that could be good for, like, doorways and stuff. If a team's trying to push through, throw that in the doorway and it'll slow them all trying to get through. Really gum them up. All right, there we go. That is all of the Black Arrow stuff. So again, I'm going to do the videos for the other characters first. So once I'm done that, eventually I'll get to actually leveling up these characters. Spoiler alert, I might actually play Black Arrow a bit more. I tried Shadow Strix, the rogue type character, a little bit, and it didn't feel great. I don't know if it was necessarily because my keybinds can't be rebound and it just felt clunky that way. Just felt like I didn't have as much utility, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, actually, something real quick with these guys. I think so. With the Shadow Strix, you have two weapons, right? You start with a dagger and with dual swords. I have an extra slot here, and when I switch to it, it's just your fists. But I do wonder if you can actually use some other weapons as well, and if you get any benefit out of that, or if you just get like basic attacks out of it, or if you're just stuck with your fists. I don't see anything for sale. That's something I'll have to check out as well. I don't think there's cross stash, yeah, that's something I'll have to figure out too, if you can actually equip another weapon, or if you're fisting. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out if you're interested in the Blackarrow. Again, I'm gonna go do the other videos as well, and then eventually, once I get everybody maxed out, we'll do some updated videos and see how things are when I actually get them unlocked. But yeah, again, hopefully that helps, gives you a bit of an idea of what you're getting into with each of these classes until you actually get to play them yourself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one.